Hey guys, it's Alex, and in this video we're going to go over how to set up Facebook ads for moving companies. And here's a quick ad account with some results in it, guys. We were able to get over 2,000 leads for this client, spending over 17 grand at about $6 a lead. Now, over a long time frame, over a lot of impressions, that's a great low, cheap, affordable result to be able to getting people day in, day out who are interested in your service for $6 a pop. Now, if you can't convert a couple of those, you can quickly see how the ROI is definitely there. And this video is going to be specifically tailored to moving companies. So without further ado, stay tuned and we'll get right into it. Welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up Facebook ads for your moving company, okay? Start to finish, we're going to go through the ad setup live here. And this is a nice kind of seamless, quick way to launch. So we're not dilly-dallying around with all these things, and this is a very efficient way, gets great results. With this method, you'll be able to get leads consistently for around $10 to $20 a pop, moderately qualified after having multiple form questions answered on a form. So without further ado, let's get into it here. First thing is what I like to do real quick is actually edit the columns here. So we're going to want to make sure that we have columns that actually give us the data that we care about. So leads, that's great. Okay, so budget, actions, I don't really need. So delivery, we're going to do delivery, then budget, then amount spent, leads, and then we're going to do cost per lead right here. We're going to put that up here after lead. Okay, perfect. And then I do care about CPM. Impressions isn't as important, so I'm going to drag that down. So we CPM. Then we have cost per unique link click after CPM. Let's put frequency up a little closer there as well. These are okay. But yeah, guys, literally these are the main metrics that in this order exactly. Budget, amount spent, leads, cost per lead, CPM, cost per unique link click, and frequency. Those are the top metrics. I also will put the end date because, as you'll see, I like to do lifetime budget, and lifetime budgets end at a certain date. So the reason we do lifetime budget is so that we can schedule our ads during business hours when you guys are able to answer the phone, because say we're running ads constantly, right? Facebook will spend your daily budget over the entire day. So say you're getting leads at 11 p.m. at night. Now you can't call them immediately and you have to wait till the next day and things like this. And speed to lead is absolutely essential in lead marketing. So I actually only run ads, and I schedule the ads to only run when we are around our phones and able to respond to those leads within a minute. Now, when we're going to create a campaign, we're going to click leads, continue. And I normally have one campaign and everything is nested within that. So you can just say moving company campaign, just to name it. I actually just go with an ad set budget, and I'm going to uncheck this. Facebook changes its settings a lot. So yeah. Now, so the way we structure our campaigns, one campaign and then one ad set for each offer, right? So if we're doing junk removal and home transit or moving homes, right? That's another ad set. And then maybe we're doing donating items, so our ads are going to be tailored to the exact offer or service that we're advertising. So think about if you're advertising multiple services or offers, those are going to be in individual ad sets. But if we're just doing junk removal or whatever, we can just do that. So when we go to the ad level, and if you do want to split your budget dynamically, you might be able to check this, share some of your ad budget or the campaign budget. But in this case, we're just going to have a fixed budget for each ad set here. So let's just say this one's like junk removal. Okay. We check our Facebook page, and then you're going to want to make sure your terms of service is accepted. Maximize number of leads. Conversion leads really only comes into play when you're doing a high volume. So if you're getting like 100 to 200 leads a month or more, Facebook is now able to sift through and actually only care about the ones that are like super high value. But if we're just starting off, we're going to do max leads every single time. Cool. Always, we're going to check on dynamic creative. Why? Because when we make our creative, we're going to want to drop multiple images in there to allow the Facebook ad algorithm to rotate between them and pick the best performing ones. So we're going to do lifetime budget, and we're say a lot of times I like to start moving clients off at about $1,000 a month. So we're going to end 30 days from now. So over the course of a month, we're going to spend about $1,000. So 30 days from now is the 24th. Let's just make that PM local time. And the reason we do lifetime budget is so that we can click show more settings and then add scheduling. So we're going to schedule our ads. Say you guys are only in office or at your phones consistently from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. We're going to click and drag 9 to 5 Monday through Friday in the viewer's time zone, in the local time zone. So perfect. Now we're only going to be running ads Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Audience, this is actually okay, guys. Back in the day, we used to do very interesting interest targeting where you're split testing various interests and things like that. Not the case anymore. A lot of times we just do broad, maybe some demographic targeting. If you're only going for, say, senior citizens or something, then sure, put that age demographic in there. Or if you're only advertising to females, like sure, put that age, but otherwise we just leave things pretty broad. We will want to select our location, obviously, and do a radius. So let's just say we do the White House in DC. We're gonna put that in there. And typically, as you can see, guys, a 1 mile radius around the White House is like 58K. We want to get that total addressable market a little bit bigger. So 12-mile radius brings us to 1.5 million total estimated addressable market. And that's totally okay. I would say typically, guys, we want to get to around 500K to a million as far as our TAM or our estimated audience size. So this is more than enough. As you can see, the radius covers, most of the Washington, Alexandria area. So that's pretty good. So typically, guys, the 12-mile number is a solid radius to go with there. And we will leave our age and gender completely open here. And then we will also leave the placements at Advantage Plus so that Facebook can dynamically place our ad where it sees fit and get us results over the long term. So we'll just call this junk removal ad. Now we're in the ad level. So each ad set can have multiple ads, but guys, we're doing a dynamic creative, so we're able to put multiple ad images into one ad. And so we have our Facebook page selected. What I do is uncheck multi-advertiser ads because I don't necessarily want to appear next to other businesses and just be this like competitor on a chopping block where it's like, hey, you can pick one of 6 moving companies. It's like I'd rather just be my own ad. I honestly haven't really tested it. Maybe people get results from this, but I just want to be my own ad. So we will need this optimized for creative per each person toggled on. So that's good. And then from here, we're going to update our text and our media. So we'll go back and we'll create some creatives, but let's do our captions first here, guys. Our format we do is hook/offer, body, and then call to action. So typically, guys, it's going to look something like this. So let's see, up to 20% off junk removal services, Washington, D.C. area. And then maybe you put like a truck emoji, right? And then you could say, have junker items that you need to get rid of. Tap this post to get rid of junk. Actually, guys, I do like having USPs or unique selling points. So in our body, this can be USP. Hey, we've been in business for 20 years. We've gotten these amazing results. We get results 100% of the time. We have this guarantee, whatever your unique selling point is, right? Benefits, USP, more context, right? That's the body. So that's what I'm doing now here in our caption. Real space, serving the DC area for 20 years. Thousands of people helped with their moving. Let's see here. Okay, 24-hour job time. Yeah, we reply same day to inquiries. Something like this, guys, right? So it's like all these benefits. And then tap this post to learn more today, right? So now we have our primary text. Guys, it doesn't have to be too crazy, guys. So as you can see, I'm selecting all, and what I'm going to do is add another option, and I'm going to paste it in here, and what I'm going to do is change the hook or the offer here, okay? Because this is actually one of the biggest levers in your caption is the actual first above the fold headline of your caption. So maybe this one I'll say like Washington, D.C. area, need help moving items, junk removal services near you. Okay. So that's a different hook or headline there for our caption. Now we're going to add one more. And guys, we're almost done this, but I would add 3 to 5 of these, if not more. Yeah, I would aim to get 5 of these in there, okay? Let's do affordable junk removal services. And as you can see, guys, one format I really go with is location and service. And then maybe one appealing adjective. So affordable, fast and reliable, same day. Yeah, anything like that, right? So maybe same day junk removal near you, right? Or if you're doing moving services, like same day moving services in Washington, D.C., right? There we go. And now, guys, what we're going to do is create our form. I do instant forms. What I do is an in-app instant Facebook lead form. And then the last step is I actually get them to call the business directly. So it's an in-app form, then a call, inbound call. So what we're going to do is junk removal services, Washington, D.C. Okay. Now, guys, this is, I typically like to do like same day service. I just do like a benefits list or some more context about it. So what you might do is, affordable junk removal services in Washington, D.C. We will help you get rid of your items. Same day service, affordable junk removal, 20 plus years in business, get a free quotes, and let's do 500 plus 5-star reviews. Perfect. Okay, that's our introduction, right? Next, questions. All right, guys, I'll be right back after this brief break. All right, guys, so questions, form questions, conditional logic. I do like to toggle on conditional logic, which basically means that if someone selects an answer that is, say, undesirable, you can actually filter them out. If someone does select a desirable or qualifying answer, then they will be continued down the path. So I do toggle that on. We can do that. A lot of times this stuff is direct response. The phone number will suffice. So we're going to uncheck optional for the phone number. We can remove the email. Now, definitely if you guys do email marketing, which is always great and always an added bonus, then definitely keep it in. The drop off from having an email in addition to a phone number is pretty minuscule, honestly, but I always just by principle minimize the amount of unnecessary questions or fields that I ask for so that I can maximize throughput without creating too much unnecessary friction. So for the description, we can just say, please ensure the information below is correct. Something like that. We will be contacting you via phone from, okay? I like to put in a little message sometimes. We'll be contacting you from this number, just to kind of further let them know. And then for multiple choice, or for questions, guys, a lot of times multiple choice is good. What are your moving needs? Junk removal, moving homes. You could say donating items. You could say not sure. Actually, I'm trying to think of one that would be a disqualifying answer. Something like not interested, and then other. I would say this would be go to question. Okay, so let's go to question 2. We'll do a short answer. Please describe your moving needs. And then submit form and page for leads. Okay, so if they select a correct answer here, go to question 2, moving homes, donating items, go to question 2. And not interested would be close the form. Other, they can continue on here. Guys, like what I would actually do for moving companies, I would probably have, let's see here, I would also, for the contact information, I would do the city. Yeah, I would have the city in there. So essentially, for the qualifying questions for a moving company, I would see where they're located. I would get an idea of their moving needs, like what their interest, want their inquiry. Okay, I wanted to help my grandma move her stuff from here to here. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm trying to donate a bunch of couches to you know what I mean? So get an idea about their inquiry, yeah. And then one other one is maybe you could say something along the lines of, what is your budget for something like this? Under $100, 100 to 1,000, or your answers could be more just generic, like, I have a small budget, but I'm willing to discuss, or I have a moderate budget, or whatever gets the job done, something like that, right? Just get a little bit of an idea financially might be another helpful qualifying question to add. And one other idea one other idea for another qualifying question that might be nice to add is how committed they are to actually proceeding with this. So I'm ready to get started now. Something like that, like some idea of commitment and urgency. Okay, with that being said, we'll go on to the next one here. Link. I typically have a generic privacy policy. Okay, guys, so we have a privacy policy, and then we want to format the thank you page. So what I do here is on the thank you page, I say wait last step, tap the button below to call our team now, and then the additional action is call business. We put in the number. Okay, perfect. And then call moving company now. right? So as you can see here, this is what our last step looks like. So people will submit the form, you'll get a lead, but then you also might get an inbound call. Now, I typically find the drop off, you'll get a lead. If you get 10 leads, you might get 4 inbound calls, right? About 50% or slightly less. So that's not bad. Thanks for your interest. Yeah, the non-leads page, I mean, just send them to a website, something like that. And then that's about it, guys, for the in-app form. So we're going to save that to a draft, get out of there. Yep. And our form is good. Junk removal example. Okay. And yeah, so now we're going to get on to the creative creation process. All right, guys, for creatives, what I find to be an effective way to go is image creatives, because they're quickly reproducible, quickly iteratable, and you can get your main message across very succinctly. Now, if you are able to shoot professional, high quality video with your business owner or people standing in front of the camera, talking about the company with some satisfied customers, maybe some video testimonials, yes, by all means, do that, please. But if you have to launch tomorrow and no one wants to film a video, you can make dozens of image variations in the span of an hour, and you can make them look really cool. You can put your amazing offer on there, and people are still going to see your amazing offer and see that you're a moving company near them, and they're going to click and submit their information. Okay, that being said, if they can see the business owner, see that they're a really cool, nice guy, chill dude, and they want to work with them, and they're getting nurtured, and they start to know, like, and trust the business, amazing. But when we need to get campaigns launched and get things going, and we need 25 creatives in an hour, pictures are awesome. So what you can do in Canva, guys, is you can create an image, and then you can click this duplicate button and then create a variant off of that. What I like to do is have a main message. So moving services, so service, right? Main service, main location, and then maybe a main offer. Okay, so horticulture services, Washington DC, 20% off today, something like that, right? So service, location, offer. So we have moving services. Okay, cool. You can do graphics. So say we'll duplicate this. Now we have another duplicate. What we might do is go to moving truck, right? And then what we might do is say get a picture. So we might go photos, see all, this one. Let's try this out. So we have this, we go here, move this into the proper parameters a little bit here. We can play with our keyboard a little bit more, do some fancy techie stuff. 20% off call today to learn. Okay, tap now. I mean, there's one. And then we might put some border stroke weight on it. I mean, look at that, guys. We are off to the races here. And what I like to do when I'm creating variants, we'll duplicate that, is honestly, it's just switching the image itself. So in this case, we might go to this guy, drag it in, bang, double click. Now we can rearrange within the frame, bang, bang. There's another variant, right? Now you might say, Alex, we have all of these are this yellow background thing. No problem. Let's do that. We'll double click. Let's get to the background here. What I like to do is go to position, layers, and now I can start to see, okay, so now we got this color. So we're going more gray, actually. Yeah, kind of go a little bit lighter white. Okay, so now we're white vibe. I'm gonna drag this up a little bit, get that out of there. Honestly, sometimes we can do away with the little flare. Maybe we want to go for a high-end marble vibe, right? Drag that in there. Position, layers. Put that in the back. Bang. Get this out of here. Okay. Let's see. We're going to set this as background. Yeah. There we go. Now we got a marble vibe, right? High end. All right. And then let me show you guys another format style. Now I'm doing this completely from scratch. I call this black bar style. Okay, guys? So what we're going to do is we're going to do that. We're going to go to photos. We're going to go to moving services. And I call this black bar style, guys, because what it is it's an image in the middle with a black bar on the top and bottom, as you can see here, and image in the middle, and then we put some text in there, and we're going moving services. We're gonna go white text, undo, moving services, white text, and all caps. We're going to increase the font size. We're gonna drag that into place. We're going to go to effects. We're gonna go to shadow. We're gonna decrease the offset a little bit. bang, moving services, and then we're gonna duplicate, Command D. We're going to go pin emoji, pin, and then we're gonna go Albany, New York. We're gonna go decrease font, so now we're fitting in there a little nicer. And then we're gonna go Command D, up to 20% off, offer, down to the bottom, and then we're gonna go Command D, junk removal, moving, and more. Command A, we're gonna decrease that significantly. We're gonna click it, go up, up. And now guys, check this out. Service, location, offer, image. What we might even do is we might even get a little crazy. Go to adjust, increase the brightness, increase the vibrance, increase the vignette. Oh man, we're getting cinematic up in here. Sharpness, increase that. Now we got a nice popping image with an offer. Guys, it's bare bones, but it'll get you going. I just made that in like a minute, okay? And now we can duplicate that, maybe go for a different image. And this is one of the biggest levers when it comes to getting different results for your marketing and for your creatives, is just the image itself, instead of going around saying moving for like services for moving or moving service. Now I find that that's very low difference, low leverage. You will not see crazily different results just changing some wording or things like that. The main biggest levers are often the image itself that you're using in your creative or the offer. So guys, it's free now, or whatever, right? Now you're gonna get a lot more leads. So the offer, the image, a lot of times the wording, people get too in depth with the wording. It's not the biggest lever. So guys, that's a quick example of how to make a couple image variants, a couple formatting ideas. I like some text. I like getting the main point across at the blink of an eye. I call it the glance test. So when someone glances over, they see a moving truck or movers, and they get moving services, this location, what's the offer, where, what, why, etc. Glance test marketing, duplicate multiple variations, simple formats, eye-catching, right? And that'll get you going. What you then do is you click share, download, you pop them in to your ad set, and you're good to go. And I'll see you guys in the next segment. But yeah, guys, that is how you create an ad on Facebook for moving services with Facebook ads, start to finish, the campaign structure, dynamic creative, scheduling the ad, targeting, captions, creative, stuff like that, okay? Make sure your billing information is in there. Make sure you're connected to your CRM, whether that's through Zapier, whether that's directly integrated, etc. We go into all of this, guys, in my agency program. If you're an agency and you wanted to learn from me how to run the ads, how to iterate, scale, cut, trim ads, work with clients, book a call in the agency link in the description. Or if you are a moving company and you wanted me to run your ads, definitely feel free to book a call in the link in the description. I'd be happy to chat and do some great marketing for you, just like some of the results that you see on the screen here. We're getting literally thousands of leads at $6 a lead, guys. That cannot often be said. So we're gonna definitely take good care of you, do our best to get you guys amazing results as well. With that being said, guys, it's been a pleasure. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.